Well, hello, everybody. Well, it's Sunday night here in good old Melbourne, Australia. So welcome. If you are watching me live, hello. If you are watching the replay, thank you. Thank you very much. So today we're going to start off with our part 2 of the KJ Live from yesterday. And then we're going to see what she's been up to, because I thought Saturdays was family day. But I'll let you be the judge of that, and we'll see what happens. Wow, everyone's coming in and saying hello, 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 hello. Sammy J. I thought I saw Sammy J and Hal froze over, and Elizabeth and Gigi and Dutch. Hello, and Trace. Yes, it's Mother's Day in the UK, isn't it? So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the UK. Oh, Maria. Hello. Oh, sorry, Maria. Like, hello. Sammy J. So Western Australia, where Sammy J lives, they had an election yesterday, and the party got re-elected and annihilated the opposition. I think the opposition's looking at like 6 seats. How do you have six people in opposition? So I don't know. But those WA people have always been different, haven't you, Sammy J? Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the UK mummies. Yeah. And Sammy J's very happy about the result. I think they were saying that the Premier of Western Australia is currently the most popular politician in the country. So that's very, very interesting. Oh, it's it's Dutch's birthday as well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dutch spirit. Happy birthday to you. So, and I wake up this morning. Well, I actually woke up myself this morning. I didn't get licked. I didn't get walked over. I didn't have my toes attacked. And I went downstairs, and there was no one trying to push me down the stairs. The kittens, and they're settling very, very nicely. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you. Crescendo's everybody here as well. It looks like everybody's coming in. That's okay. If I know it's your birthday or you say it's your birthday, I'll sing to you, okay? I finished all my assignments. I look so bright. It must be the halo. Plus, I've had a little bit of coffee today. I don't drink it very often, but because I had a big assignment to do, I had to have. This is a triple shot iced coffee. So I'm probably going to be awake all night now. So for those of you that were here yesterday, hello, Bo. I know it's getting like that, isn't it, Dom? I see. I called you Dom. I haven't seen Rick. We only watched to the hour mark of the live yesterday because we were getting to the interesting part. But what I want to do before we go and have a look at the rest of it and watch the rest of it, I want to read the comments to you because the comments are great. Hello, Nana Kimber. Crescendo, I don't know if I said hello to you, Crescendo. I'm just so blown away. I woke up this morning to find out. Oh, in fact, I've just checked. I've got 30 members today, like since yesterday. Like it's like, what? YouTube's gone crazy and they're going, you've got all these members. Like, they're thinking that I must be an influencer because I've got all these members all of a sudden. So, oh, watch out. Watch out, the YouTube world. I'm a coming. Being up all night with a bad rainstorm here. And the Strayoko earlier, I don't know if she was pregnant and now she's having babies. Oh, no. Is it a kitty or a doggy? Dominus. Oh, dear. Yeah, I know, like, very quick. Does that mean you'll be singing Desperado? Well, I thought about it. I did think about it, Crystal, because what you're going to see, what I have seen, based on Instagram and Twitter today. Remember, Saturdays and Sundays are supposed to be family days. There's been a lot of stuff go on today. The cult of joy. She's had 5 kitties so far. Wow. Has anyone got the membership link? Because it's not letting me post it. I know that if you go out onto the channel, there's a join link there. It's not cooperating with me at the moment, and I apologize. It's annoying me. It just is annoying me. I know that if I'm not logged into YouTube, there is a join button there. So I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, all her Instagram and her Twitter. She did trace. It's also on her Twitter and on her Instagram. So she's done it on both. So it's Saturday night in the US. Saturday. So let's have a look at these comments, and then we will. It's in my description as well. Yes. Family Day, taking families. Yes, she's still going after people getting triple P loans. And then you'll know that yesterday I talked about Backward Barbie's video about where her money comes from. Well, she's decided to do a whole thing about, she's done a whole post disputing all of those facts, despite the fact that all the facts are there. All right. So let's read these. You don't have Twitter or Instagram. I struggle with that. Well, that's what I'm here for, isn't it, Trace? I just think she's very desperate if she's trying to go through and find celebrities that got triple P loans, because there's another 5 or 6 that she's called out today. So I think it's just desperate. You watched it. It was good. Yeah. All right. So here is loans you have to pay back. That's right. So we're just going to read some of these comments because some of these are really quite good. Jen, I am surprised you didn't get blocked for correcting her. Be careful there. Your words always sound like veiled threats. I got a notification to say new video titled Checking In, but when I clicked on it, it said video removed. I don't think she keeps lives up for very long, but I could be wrong. Thank you, Bibbly Bobbly Boo, for becoming a new member. Wow. Like, I'm blown away. Eek. Want to lose faith in the male gender? Watch the end of this live. I must not pay enough attention because I did not have the same impression of all those relationships. So she went and called out all these celebrity men that were cheaters. Sorry. The ads are annoying. She must need the extra money. She's annoying. Katie, everybody knows you're not a tax channel, a vaccine channel, or a teacher. People were chatting to you and each other. I don't know how you dare patronize everybody watching, then put a subscriber in timeout for talking about something you didn't want to talk about. You are so rude on every single live I've watched of yours. Even started this one by ignoring and shutting down 2 of your paying members. You are not better than anyone else, and I think you need to remind yourself of that. If that person's not banned, they will be now. Got it from the description on YouTube. Hello, Erin. Thank you for becoming a member. I hope you like your little icons. So they're all little music icons. And I'm going to work on some emojis as well that you can have. All right. So whoever this person was gave it to a straight. OMG, so true. I was thinking the same thing. She's very rude, even when she tries to be nice about it. I just don't understand her at all. She always contradicts herself in everything. She doesn't watch videos about herself, but yet knows everything about them. She's a chronic liar, and I don't think she realizes it. Her tone is very rude. Dutch Spirit says the person, he's right, but KJ can't handle the truth. You can't handle that truth. Hi, Christine. She isn't very smart like she thinks she is. No, right, Kimberly. Did you see Backward Barbie recent video where she played the clip where Katie says she's an atheist but wrote somewhere when she was talking about her child she was given something from God? Which is it? I thought atheists didn't believe in God. I haven't seen that video. I'll go look now. She's constantly contradicting herself. It's unreal. The number of ads is now a lot excessive. I mean, 20 of them. 20 ads? What? She adds more ads because they generate revenue. Oh, that person better get ready for the block party. I know. I keep taking ads out. She's amazing. Oh dear. My new theory is that she has a new tactic for views and money because of strength. Oh, that's true. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you very much. Oh, that's so nice of you. I'm so blown away. The green beer they were talking about in live is actually referred to as Bosch beer. It's actually really good. My dad was part German, Indian, and Irish. My dad loved it. I have tried it. It's not as bad as one would think. I hope you could. Oh, I don't watch. Well, you know what? I have premium, so I don't get ads. I will get. I'm getting premium back. Yeah, well, now that I'm monetized half, I do have ads, but I actually go through and manually take them out. I try to only leave in clickable ads. So there's all these options for different ads, and I go skippable ads because I figured after you've done your 5 seconds, you can skip them. I got to learn how to StreamYard. That's one thing I haven't learned to do yet. Cat all over the place. 10 minutes in and you've said absolutely nothing, belittled your members and stared at the computer, all trying to convince everyone that you've stayed in your lane. What's the message? You toss words around constantly because there is no point or goal to them, you end up talking in circles and taking your viewers with you, and you wholeheartedly expect them to argue to your non-existent points for you. Ha 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 ha. There's been a good niche out there for atheists, and I think that's why she jumped aboard. Well, possibly, Crystal. Hi, Kristen. You're the best. Yeah. Well, actually, because when I started uni, I was able to get the student price. Mine runs out tomorrow. Well, that's right. It's about trying to save. I may change my mind when I have to pay full price for it, but at the moment, I'm paying the student price. Yeah, I don't like ads. I refuse to watch her videos on principle. I prefer to laugh through it all with others, especially because the husband says I was getting angry when I watch her. Well, that's right. She does, but she does make you angry. You don't have to file your taxes to be eligible to receive it. There is a way to request it online if you have no taxable income. I don't work and have no taxable income for 3 years. I was able to file a claim to receive each of the stimulus checks. How? Well, you can't file claims on stimulus checks. The only reason you would need to file taxes if you didn't receive your first 2 stimulus checks or dependents that you didn't receive stimulus for. I'm on disability, and that's how I know. Hope that helps. Yeah, because taxes aren't taken out of the stimulus checks. Someone else says she's awful. Do you think any of the Sister Wife Duggars ever watch WOACB? I'm sorry, but she's not reporting on them anymore. She says some very nasty things about them. Family vloggers took advantage of the Triple P loan, so the biggest culprits. Problem is that the people that needed them couldn't get one because the first round went so fast. They changed the rules to qualify for second round. You only have to pay it back if you didn't use a certain percentage to pay employees. Basically, they were failing businesses. They were going to lay off employees. You get Triple P to keep your people employed. Where will be seen Seeking Sister Wives on? I thought Disney Plus. I also wanted to watch the 90 Days on Discovery Plus, and she says TLC. That's government for you. Nothing from the government is ever free. Likes masculine women. Six-pack. No one should be taking advantage of money. Some people who took out the Triple P loans actually needed them, like Amy King and Matt Roloff, not Jeremy and Audrey Roloff, who used money to go on vacation. Matt really doesn't neither. He's a bit loaded. Where do you think he gets his money to do all these projects? Matt's figure things out when he needs money. That's why he's charging a ton to rent his house that Amy was living in. Actually enjoyed tonight's live. She's awful. She tries to be nice, but is still rude to people. She's horrible to everyone. And if she was actually nice and sincere, it would be different. But she can't seem to be sincere about anything she says. She's one rude woman. Oh. Someone says you look cute tonight, Katie. I get mad if I watch her myself, but I can laugh with others. It's a lot easier. So, Joe, is the time the same day? Yes. So we're the same time here. We change in a couple of weeks. We go back. So we go backwards because we're in our autumn. Or we're in autumn, or what you would call fall, but we're in autumn. So yeah. We get the extra hour. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah, because we're heading into winter. So hi, Katie. Your content is tick tick. I don't like the team mum thing, but that's just me. You seems you're not letting the hater trolls get to you. So glad for that. Your pups and cat are so adorable. Thank you for your diligence in research on topics. Should I apologize for my heated comments on the two parents? They're really snarky and we have no idea what else they've done and gotten away with. Apparently she's due diligence. In the words of Hank Williams, Katie has a cold heart. It's sad that people are so rude. Like, for real, Katie can't get 2 minutes into her video without someone making sure everyone repeatedly knows how she feels. Oh. FYI, the reason she didn't know about the stimulus is because if you are over income cap, you don't get one. She didn't get one last time, she won't get one this time. Yeah, we call winter time and summertime. We also change summertime in a couple of times, so much better. Okay. We're daylight savings time, or Eastern Standard Times and Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. So it gets confusing. But with all the smartphones and the smartwatches and all the automatically stuff, all the stuff that changes, don't have to change anything back these days. It does it all for you. I only notice it when I get into the car. It's sad. Some people are rude. Like, for real, Katie can't get 2 minutes into the video without someone making sure everyone repeatedly knows how she feels. Huh? I thought that was there before. Anyway, Katie, you've matured so much, not letting the haters get to you. So proud of you. Really enjoying your content. Someone says, laugh. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. Isn't that the funniest thing you've ever heard? Do you also encourage her bullying others? She bullies everyone. I just can't. Then don't watch her. If you show her respect, she'll show it back. If you don't like her or her content, don't watch. It's a bad wreck. You don't watch, but watch it anyway. I basically watch to see if she has changed or is nicer to people. And I was just trying to figure out why some people like her and she has this many subscribers. I can't put my finger on it. It's hysterical. So I see so many channels who are not problematic and have enjoyable contact with half the subscribers, but 3 to 4 times the engagement. I can't figure it out. I remember when people unsubscribed, but her numbers never reflected it. The things that make you go, You would like to think she does, but when you get that final trigger, you'll see it. I have never seen her show really any deep respect to anyone, actually. Even her tone of the voice is bad when when she answers someone. I was a sub of hers for 1.5 years. I tried to take everything with a grain of salt, see all her perspectives, but then she'd say or do things that were so contradictory or aggressive, I'd say to myself, wait, what just happened? I had no clue about half the things she was talking about when she'd bring up the drama. I had no clue about any hate channels. I was downright confused about any issues she'd bring up. That is the brilliant. I finally got it without any other influences or influence. But then I saw it. I got it. I get it now. I do too bad, though. I don't want bad for her whatsoever. Just want her to take accountability and do better for herself. But I honestly believe she's simply not capable of it. I sincerely wish her well and happiness. So they were all the comments from last night, which I thought were very interesting. I don't know, Angel. I don't know yet, Frank. I don't know yet. I don't know how that will affect anything. So, but our phones changed to Adelaide time. Oh, really? You have to change it all back? That's interesting. Oh, an hour early. There you go. See, I'm glad somebody's got brains here. This is why I have mods for brains, because I don't have any. My brains are fried. My brain's fried. All right. So I've taken it back a little bit. So we'll see some of what we saw last night. And then we're going to see the other part. So this is where she talks about her husband being an alcoholic, and she speaks very badly about her mother-in-law. Okay? So let's watch this.
Like confident in who he is. Like find a billionaire that's just chill, or Joe on the side of the street, you know? I know. I don't like Angelina. I feel like Angelina is not your friend. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Angelina Jolie, even though she's, well, I don't know what happened. When she was with Brad, she became very, very thin, and she started to look very unhealthy. And before she got with Brad, she didn't look as unhealthy. And I don't know what was going on with her, but I used to find her so attractive, and then she just started to I don't even know, disappear, and it made me sad. But I feel like her mother alienated her father from her, and I think like Angelina has alienated Brad from hers. And
yeah, so for those of you that missed last night, in this part, she's giving expert advice as to all the ones that all the stars that have been married and have cheated, and how everyone should have known that they were cheaters. Okay, just so that you're up with it, because I don't want you to miss out.
Like, I feel like there's some serious mental health issues, because even in the court documents, like the judge in their custody case was like demanding that Angelina not alienate the kids from Brad. Yes, I don't know what was like. I don't know if it was some stress. I don't know what was going on, but she got so thin. The double mastectomy, her mother. Do you think it was stress, maybe? She does have a lot of stress. Yeah, and she had carried that gene for breast cancer, because her mother passed away from breast cancer.
Yes. She doesn't come across as being scared and nervous, does she, Dutch? Yes, this is the one that she had to take a break from because of all the anxiety.
See, I feel like Ryan Reynolds is probably cheating on Blake Lively. Does anyone else? Who else thinks that Ryan Reynolds probably cheats? Because I don't buy it. I don't buy it. He's always felt like a cheater to me. When they get divorced soon, down the line, feel like Katie knew. That's just my opinion. I keep making it worse. I'm not sure what a troll is. That's exactly what a troll would say. They always say that. I know it's easier to ask what celebrities are not cheating. I don't like Matthew McConaughey anymore. He used to be my celebrity crush, but he has gone, like, he's out in another planet right now.
Those of you that were here. No, Trace, I've just taken it back a little bit from last night's. We're just finishing last night's live. So that's all. Because we didn't finish it last night. That's right. Because somebody was because Katie was yawning as it got closer to midnight, as it hit midnight, and Katie was yawning on the video. I kept yawning, so I thought it was best if I called it a night. I didn't want to keep yawning on everybody because
that's like trolls. I was like, what's a troll? I'm so new to YouTube. I've never seen YouTube before. I've never even heard it. I'm just so new. Can you guys tell me what this means? What's the wrench mean? You can always tell when the trolls are. John is...
Oh, you can always tell what the trolls, because they don't know what a wrench is. I have to say, I didn't know what a wrench was either. Because I never went, and I didn't watch a lot of lives. When I started watching lives, I wondered what it was. Like, why does everybody have to be a troll? Why can't people be innocent? And why does everyone have to be a troublemaker? Why can't people genuinely not know? I even survived last night, also falling asleep twice. Well, remember, oh, hello, Aussie girl. Don't forget, Harrison did say he felt he watched this yesterday and he did fall asleep. So he did warn us all. He did warn us all. I know I did cover my mouth, Frank. I know I did each time, but it was just getting ridiculous, wasn't it? Yeah. And you know what? It was better just to call it an end and come back and try again. And
Emily. I don't know. Who smells? Matthew McConaughey wants to run for Texas politics. Oh. John and Emily. I don't know John, Emily who? John from The Office? Ugh. I heard he's like gone really far to the right. Exactly. This is why I closed the thirst book for me. Like, he was so hot. He was so hot until he spent way too much time outside in the sun, and then he wasn't taking care of his skin. And then I think he's a smoker, and I think that part of it turned me off. Like, I'm not into smokers. My husband is thankfully never been a smoker.
didn't she say? Oh, I tell you, I can't keep up, but I'm sure she said at one point her husband smoked. Or am I imagining things? I hear so much stuff at the moment. I don't know what's true and what's not. I just can't work it out. I am certain that I've heard her talk about the fact that he used to smoke. But this is the one who constantly has infections on her face. Can anyone clear that up for me? Does anyone know? Hang on, I think Todd smokes. He does smoke? I thought he used to. I don't know if he still does. Thank goodness she doesn't comment on other people's appearances. Yeah, you're about it. I could never fall asleep thinking about KJ listening to her. She's the evil witch I was wondering about as a child. I heard him say, "You see why I smoke all day?" Yes. I thought she did in college or something. I thought she did too. This is what confuses me. All right, I'll take it back.
Can you guys tell me what this means? What's the wrench mean? You can always tell when the trolls are.
Sorry, I took it back too far.
John and Emily. I don't know. Who smells? Matthew McConaughey wants to run for Texas politics. Oh. John and Emily. I don't know John, Emily who? John from The Office? Ugh.
Well, maybe he does smoke the Herbie Herb. But I'm sure there has been a conversation where there has been smoking and that they both smoked at one point in time. I'm certain I've heard that. But as I said, I just don't know anymore. I don't know what is truth. I don't know what's truth and what's lies. You know? I just don't know anymore. My mouse doesn't want to even turn the button on. Look, it's like it's not going. It's going, don't send me there. I don't want to listen to her anymore. I don't want to listen anymore. There we go.
I heard he's like gone really far to the right. Exactly. This is why I closed the thirst book for me. Like, he was so hot. He was so hot until he spent way too much time outside in the sun, and then he wasn't taking care of his skin. And then I think he's a smoker, and I think that part of it turned me off. Like, I'm not into smokers. My husband has thankfully never been a smoker. He doesn't wear deodorant. I'm sure he smells so gross.
Yeah, I'm sure. Saltsy was Phyllis. I've heard her say that she smoked. But so yeah, so this was Friday night. So, but as I said, I'm sure I heard her say. So good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that hears things, because sometimes I think I go crazy. Some people I know think that I'm crazy. Yeah.
Being on the alt-right is a bad thing. It is. If you're in the middle, I don't care. But being on the alt-right is definitely a bad thing. Like, if you're out, like, you know, burning crosses on people's yards and hanging out with people that wear white hoods.
This was her live from Friday. All right. I know from videos about 2 years ago, they both. Oh, really? I'm just going to take that back a bit, because now she's talking about crosses and white hoods and white supremacists.
Being on the alt-right is a bad thing. It is. If you're in the middle, I don't care. But being on the alt-right is definitely a bad thing. Like, if you're out, like, you know, burning crosses on people's yards and hanging out with people that wear white hoods and hanging out with your QAnon friends, I mean, that's kind of a problem. I think any side of extremism is bad. Extremism as a whole is just not a good thing. You can have it on both ends, for sure.
So related to yesterday, I watched some Tara Lay, not Carolyn, who did a reading on her a few months ago. One of the things she touched on was multiple times was relationship troubles in the home. Interesting, isn't it? How does she go from politically right to burning crosses? I don't know. which got me thinking about maybe that's why she was attacking Toad. Yes, so she talks about him here. So about apparently he's an alcoholic, but she's not. But yet we see her drinking all the time and we don't see him drinking at all.
Sure. I am not a both ends kind of. I'm a middle. I'm a middle. They're taking notes and recording things. That's cool. No, I said that was just my opinion. I have literally no, I said, who thinks, like, secretly? I don't know anything about Ryan Reynolds and Blake, but I've always found that when you idolize and say, like, somebody is your couple goals, you're always going to be disappointed because nobody should be anybody's couple goals. Because honestly, you know who's not my couple goal?
A couple goal? Sorry, hang on a minute. Is she saying couple goal? Did she just say that he was her couple goal? Is that what she just said? Hang on a minute. I've watched this twice now and I haven't heard this before. Couple goals. Hang on. Let's take this back. A good question, Frank. Why do you keep alcohol in your home if you live with an alcoholic? Right, let's take this back. I'm sure she said couple goals. I'm sure she said couple goals.
On friends. I mean, that's kind of a problem. I think any side of extremism is bad. Extremism as a whole is just not a good thing. You can have it on both ends for sure. I am not a both ends kind of. I'm a middle. I'm a middle. They're taking notes and recording things. That's cool. No, I said that was just my opinion.
So she's saying, well, what? Ryan cheated on Blake? Yeah, what couple goals? Now she's talking about couple goals. So let's have a look. Then when she said she's a middle person and then she starts talking about couple goals, I don't know where to go, where we're going to go. If you're middle, I'm a model. Hi, Tia. How are you feeling today? Are you still in hospital?
No, I have literally no. I said, who thinks, like, secretly? I don't know anything about Ryan Reynolds and Blake, but I've always found that when you idolize and say, like, somebody is your couple goals, you're always going to be disappointed because nobody should be anybody's couple goals. Because
she did say couple goals. She said couple goals. So hang on. She did say it. She did say it. I don't know what a couple. Oh, significant. Oh, okay. Like you have a goal to be in a couple with them. Oh, I was thinking she was talking about her and Todd and Reynolds. I am so naive. Oh, really? No, I'm home. I left hospital with something I wasn't expecting. Oh, really? Oh, I like my. Oh. So, is that what she's talking about, or is she? Oh. Is everything okay, Tia? So Tia has been in surgery. So she's been in hospital after having surgery. So, but being in a relationship like so. Oh, okay, all right. So it wasn't anywhere in the middle for her couple. I know it's confusing because I was thinking of a trio relationship. Yeah, all right. I'll go back to my little naivety. I'll go back to being naive, eh? I've got no idea. Oh boy. And that's why I thought she was saying about the middle. With Cody. Oh dear. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh.
Honestly, you know who's not my couple goals? Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. If you have to spend so much time working on your marriage, and you have to have like books and take notes and like write goals, you're probably not with the right person. Do you think Ryan cheated on Scarlett with Blake? I haven't liked Ryan since he and Scarlett broke up. I'm not gonna lie. Did I see the video of I don't follow this girl? I don't know.
Oh, a bit like Friends with Benefits. Ah, so you've got to have a catheter. Okay. That's no good, Tia. How dare you plant that image in my head? Frank, my husband and I set goals. We have our family values written down. Are we weird? But probably in KJ's word world, you probably are. Don't forget, they text each other. But isn't that just like Friends with Benefits? Or is that higher up? Anyway. I do know some words, not a lot, but I do know what some things mean.
Shannon Roses. So no, I did not see that. I'm worried about her new marriage. Colin seems like a dude that would like. Colin seems like totally like an opportunist. I don't like Colin. He's so scummy to me. I'm sorry. I said it. It just seems like, I don't know. I don't even find him funny.
Where is Rick? Yes. I need to be educated. So yeah, I don't know where Rick is.
Yes, he was starting to age way too fast. Theirs did not, because Channing Tatum was like basically an alcoholic. He's hot though. But I heard that he was like
no, yeah. Ugh.
Katie and her husband are couple goals for me. They were couple goals for someone. Huh. He's a good man though, you guys. He's a really good daddy. My job is so busy all the time, and I'm like, does he look like an alcoholic? So he's talked about him, like he's done articles where he basically says like, I'm a functioning alcoholic. And when they broke up, his drinking was a part of their breakup. Good night, I love you.
Hey, I'm just wondering wait on. Let's go back. Let's have a look at the hang on. Let's have a look what he's got in his hand.
I heard that he was like drinking too much.
Watch.
Katie and her husband are couple goals for me. They were couple goals for someone.
Watch.
He's a good man though, you guys. He's a really good daddy. my job is so busy all the time, and I'm like, does he look like an alcoholic? So he's talked about him, like he's done articles where he basically says like, I'm a functioning alcoholic. And when they broke up, his drinking was a part of their breakup.
Oh, is that water? Yeah, that's water. Is that water that he's got? Sorry, I paused it.
I think it was in his GQ interview.
I've actually not seen this bit before.
No, I don't think Ashton is faithful. I also don't like Ashton Kutcher anymore because he pretends like he cares about women that have been trafficked, but yet he is standing in support of his friend Danny Masterson. And I think that if you care about women and you care about victims,
that's what I thought. Half froze over. That was I thought it looked like a bottle of something stronger than water, but I don't know. I just find it very interesting that I just seem to think that that's all show. That was really gross. That's the first time I ever saw that. Is it Mersha trying to possibly? I've been told it's vodka that doesn't have a smell because I don't know. I don't drink, so. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if it was something stronger, to be honest with you, because she's about to just talk about his alcoholism. I wonder if Kasia was thinking, would you kiss this Todd? I don't know. Now she won't have to keep looking over her shoulder because he's now in his bed with Frida.
You can't in one breath do a nonprofit and say that you're like supporting victims of trafficking, but then also in the same breath not believe the victims of Danny Masterson and all of the evidence. There's no way he's faithful. Is Demi's video, is her
So she's now an expert. Why? Why is she not following her husband to bed? Well, that's a really good question because she said the other day she sleeps with her son and he sleeps with Frida. He's going to snuggle with the other until she joins in the middle. That's true. Oh, dear.
I just don't like that Ashton like is so above everything. I don't like that he's so like, I'm so woke now. He, yeah, for sure is backing Danny. It's gross. How do you back Danny Masterson? How do you not believe those women? If you're gonna back a man like that, that makes me feel like you have some stuff in your closet. You know what I mean? Like if you're literally gonna stand by your friend and be like, no, my friend.
Yes, hell froze over. She said they haven't gone, but yes, she did say that in a live a little while ago to say that she's still close. Sorry, she's still co-sleeping and with her son, and Toad sleeps with Frida. But remember, Frida doesn't leave her side. Just remember that. Yes, that's good. At least you're home now, Tia. Well, she didn't believe an abused girl. That's right.
I would not do that. Nope, those women are liars. But then you claim to have a nonprofit where you help women out of trafficking. You can't do that. That's hypocritical.
And she'd know.
Such a freaking tool bag.
Well, and she'd know. Who is Frida? Frida's their dog. Joe, sorry, does she not understand people stand by their friends even in hard times? Explain a few things. Joe, you can repeat that. Okay, Frank, I did. Frida's the dog. All right. Now she's going to, so she's spending this time talking about all the celebrities, men that cheat, apparently. she knows obviously that they're cheaters.
Stand by your friend and be like, no, my friend would not do that. No, those women are liars. But then you claim to have a nonprofit where you help women out of trafficking. You can't do that. That's hypocritical. Dax Shepard is such a freaking tool bag. That marriage is literally going to implode at some point. There's no way. Kristen is way too good for Dax. I'm not saying that they're inherently a bad person. I didn't say that. I also didn't say that it makes someone problematic. I don't know if you're talking about Channing Tatum, but Channing Tatum said that the drinking was a problem, and that was a problem for their marriage. So that was in a GQ interview, and then that was like the ongoing thing after when the divorce was happening. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that was actually in an interview.
It's a very good point. Hypocrisy, the hypocrisy expert. It's my job, and I have to do it all day long. Exactly. Or the Data Channel shows her say one thing and then show life from another. That would be fun to watch. I thought about doing that, Susan, but then I thought I'd have to sit and watch all the videos again, and I don't know that I would have the energy to do it. Nope, you can't. That's why I watch with you. Yeah, that's right. I can't.
And Dax, in terms of him, he's just a mess because, I don't know. Outside of, I don't think he's problematic because he's an addict. I just think, he relapsed and he, kept it a secret from everyone. But in terms of, Channing Tatum, he admits that, oh, for sure. No, my husband is he is an alcoholic. He's not a problematic person. He's sober. So.
Now, wasn't she an alcoholic at one point as well? So she's saying her husband was an alcoholic. But she's saying, she didn't say I was. She's not saying I was an alcoholic too. She's gonna talk about Toad's family now, about them all being alcoholics.
Danny, he essayed multiple women. Kristen, I think, I don't know. I won't be surprised if Dax and Kristen get divorced, let's just say. There's something about Dax I don't trust too because he's Ashton's friend. And I hated him on Punk'd. But he was so good at Parenthood. I feel like he was so good at Parenthood because he played himself.
So, hang on.
No, I have not.
So she doesn't like somebody because they're a friend of somebody else she doesn't like. That's great reasoning. Oh dear, hi Laurie. Oh, I tell you, this is still Friday Nights Live. We're just finishing this off. Who drinks wine like that? Well, she will tell you that she only drinks on Fridays, and she doesn't drink very much at all. So.
Says Katie, have you watched any of Janelle's YouTube videos? No. During his relapse, he had unprotected sex with another woman. Did Dax say that? I loved him in Parenthood too. And then I loved his girlfriend. And I loved his son. And I loved Lorelai, Sarah. And I love that Sarah and her brother are like together now. Lauren Graham and what's his name? Oh, Ashton Kutcher bothers me. I don't know what it is about Demi Moore, but like, did she write 2 memoirs or something? Nothing that Janelle Evans does is genuine. Thank you. Both of his parents are rad.
Thank you, Crescendo. I know, and happy Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the UK mothers. Ours is we have it the first weekend in May. I think it's the first Sunday in May. Usually it's around early May. And Father's Day September.
Nice too. So his mom passed away, but she was sober for over a decade before she passed away. And his dad has been sober for a long time. Am I lying? What am I lying about? Tell me, Taylor. I'm sure I'm lying about being alive.
All right. Thank you, Laurie, for the sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. I don't know what they are. It doesn't come up on my StreamYard is what it is. So thank you very much. Super chat. And Susan, thank you for your sticker. Wow. Slurring's getting bad. Yeah, but she's going to deny that she's drunk. Thank you, Susan and Laurie. Wow. I'm just so blown away. And look, I've paused it. Look at how I've paused that face. Anyone got any M&Ms to throw at it? you know, like at the fair, or like we'd have the royal show and they had those laughing clowns. That's what it's reminding me of at the moment. Someone's going to tell me that I've been really nasty about it, but that's where I've stopped it. I'm just someone did call her a liar. Oh yeah, cool. The squirt gun clowns, that's right. Oh, anyway.
He just has to stay busy now. He's always building things. Yeah, we were really proud of my mother-in-law. Unfortunately, she passed away from cancer, from smoking. And sadly, she drank for such a long time that it affected her cognitive ability. And sadly, her cancer was in her brain before she passed away.
So her mother-in-law smoked. So if her mother-in-law was an alcoholic, yeah. Oh, thank you, Crescendo. I made your day.
But yeah, we were very proud of her. We used to go out for my mother-in-law's sobriety was a much bigger deal to us than my father-in-law's, just because my mother-in-law's alcoholism was a huge part of just the messiness of my husband's childhood. So we used to take my mother.
Yeah. Did you see how she corrected herself? No, they don't need to know all of this. They don't need to know all of this. Have a listen to this again. She goes, messiness was all part of my son's, and then she goes, my husband's childhood.
He just has to stay busy now. He's always building things.
Who wish you to tell other people's stories? Hi, Fortover. I'm glad that you've said that because I reported an Instagram video today where somebody had shared on their Instagram that they had had a loss. And guess who reshared it? I don't feel that it's her right to share anybody's story of loss. I don't believe that that's her place. She doesn't have a right to do that. Even if someone has put it on their Instagram, you don't go and copy somebody's Instagram and then tell the word and blurt it out to the world. And I will trigger warn. I will let you know when we get to that too, because I don't want anybody. Yep, I did. Oh, that made my blood boil. It isn't, and they have had enough pain. Yeah, and I'm going to warn everybody before I show it on Instagram too. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So I'd be irked if to find out my spouse blasted my. Oh, I would be too. But see, she stopped looking over her shoulder now because she knows he's in bed.
Yeah, we were really proud of my mother-in-law. Unfortunately, she passed away from cancer from smoking. And sadly, she drank for such a long time that it affected her cognitive ability. And sadly, her cancer was in her brain before she passed away. So, but yeah, we were very proud of her. We used to go out for my mother-in-law's sobriety was a much bigger deal to us than my father-in-law's, just because my mother-in-law's alcoholism was a huge part of just the messiness of my son's or my husband's childhood. So we used to take my mother-in-law out for her.
So she said son and then changed it to her husband. Like to me, that's not something you'd get wrong. No, I would be furious too. Yeah. Yes. And then you got someone like KJ who has blasted it all over Instagram.
For a year, that she would be sober. And when I first met my husband, I think it was like her 7th or 8th year that she was sober. So we'd always take her out, I think, to like Chili's or I don't know, Applebee's, whatever she wanted. But it's hard. Addiction is a family disease. And it's like one day at a time for a lot of people.
Now, she could be making very good video on addiction and how she could be doing really good videos on addiction and how to support people through addiction, but she can't be taken seriously here. Why is she chucking a pity party? No one feels sorry for her. Well, I don't think because she's had a super chat. She doesn't understand some topics are sacred. Yeah.
Yes. Relapse is normal. Bye, Angelo. Thanks for being civil. I don't really worry about whose faces look different.
So it was around this time. It was around this time that Uncivil Law was watching her live. He wanted 5 minutes to watch her to see what she was like. And he goes, I'm not sure exactly what I've watched, but I've learned a lot. He couldn't make it out. He was... But yeah, look, she could do some really good video. She could be doing some really good hard-hitting topics about addiction. She could be talking about the effect on spouses, on parents, and she could be talking about all of that and helping everybody. But you can't take her seriously when she's like this. Have some thoughts about certain laws, but no way. Well, that's what you have friends for, isn't it?
Well, I am interested to see Demi Lovato's little YouTube thing. That'll be cool. Yeah, her silverversary. I don't remember. I feel like it was her 10-year anniversary. She always used to get burgers when we went out for dinner. Like, so she always used to get the same things too. She passed away. Oh my gosh. 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But she would always like get the exact same thing. She'd always get a burger, a cheeseburger with bacon. But she would only get a cheeseburger with bacon if the bacon wasn't thick, because she had dentures and she couldn't bite into the thick bacon. And then if she didn't get that, she would get meatloaf. No. We've had this conversation a lot, and no. He was thankfully at a position where he was not fully dependent. So,
hang on.
Because of the history.
So he was in a position where he wasn't fully dependent. If he wasn't fully dependent on alcohol, he's not an alcoholic. An alcoholic is somebody who has a dependence on and drinks it to excess. Am I wrong? Please, if you think that I'm wrong, because otherwise he's just an excessive drinker. So an alcoholic is somebody that, a bit like her addiction, actually, her internet addiction, where is always drinking. But she's saying, oh no, he was at a place. He wasn't an alcoholic then. Do I have to get out Mr. Google and look at what the definition of alcoholic is? Nope. Thank you. I'm not wrong. Good. Yes. And you wonder why Smokey did say that. So she can't say he's an alcoholic if he didn't have a problem with alcohol and he stopped easily. You can be an alcoholic if you drink once a week, but you binge to excess when you do. Well, that's not what she's saying there. Yeah, I thought an addiction was uncontrollable reliance, whether it's binge drinking or daily drinking. I thought it was the binge. A bit. That's true. Yeah. Okay. As I said, I'm happy to learn. I'm more than happy. I love learning because I don't know these things. So, but for me, if she's saying that he was able to stop easily, then I would question whether or not he was truly an alcoholic. I'll just take it back a bit.
She always get a burger, a cheeseburger with bacon, but she would only get a cheeseburger with bacon if the bacon wasn't thick, because she had dentures and she couldn't bite into the thick bacon. And then if she didn't get that, she would get meatloaf. No. We had this conversation a lot, and no. He was thankfully at a position where he was not fully dependent. So, because of the history in his family, the pattern of his drinking was getting more and more and more. And so he just made a choice to quit.
So I don't know that. I'm going to look up the alcoholic. Hello, Queen Jean. How are you? Okay. So according to WebMD, For women, it's having more than 3 drinks a day or 7 days a week. For men, it's 4 or more per day or 14 a week. Yeah, I know people. Yeah. So your body does build a tolerance to it, so you have to drink more and more and more. The amount of frequency is less important than may felt by the drink it. Yeah. So alcoholics will go to any excess to get through. So that's fine. Her subs aren't really her friends once away. So would he have been an excessive drinker or an alcoholic? For me, I mean, he may have realized and gone, I don't want to become an alcoholic, and stopped. But from my dealings with alcoholics, or from what I understand of alcoholics, is that there's a great dependence on it. But the interesting thing is, she's always drinking something, and I don't see him drinking either way. Either way, to say it was easy for him to quit is not helpful. Yes. Well, that's why, because I also think maybe he wasn't a real alcoholic. Like, he was only an excessive drinker. Because I know somebody that's in their second level rehab now, and they are an alcoholic, and they're in a sober up unit at the moment, and second stint of it, they want to win the battle, but it's just such a demon for them. So,
and since he quit once, and then he had like a hiccup, but since this last time he quit, it's been like 5 years or 4 years.
Since the last time he quit? No, well, that's right. No, not all. Yeah, not all alcoholics are violent. Well, James doesn't. No, he wasn't a real alcoholic. Had a grandfather that was a real alcoholic. I wouldn't put it between Bush. Well, that's right. I mean, for me, what she's described is an excessive drinker.
I think every person is different. Some people, it's a lot, and we also don't keep alcohol here. So it's like, I'll have like 1 bottle of wine. And I don't drink very much, like, at all. I have like a glass of wine here and there. It's Friday night. But during the week, I don't ever drink.
So here's another question for you. Yes, I am. Frank, I am. So here's another question for you. So if you had an alcoholic in the house, would you actually have alcohol in the house? If you had an alcoholic living in your house? I'm going to take that back for you too, so you can hear that. I'm going to take that back a little bit. Wait, well, she drinks like 4 bottles a day. I'm no longer a member. Yay! Yay! Well done, Jean. Congratulations. That's a party time. Celebrate good time. Come on. Ba-ba-da-ba. No, you wouldn't. There is no way. If there was an alcoholic in my house, I would not have alcohol in my house. So why has she got a bottle of wine? No, and you didn't. No, that's right. You don't drink in front of them.
Get burgers when we went out for dinner.
All right,
So
hang on.
she always used to get this. Bacon wasn't thick because she had dentures. I think every person is different. Some people it's a lot, and we also don't keep alcohol here, so it's like I'll have like one bottle of wine, and I don't drink very much, like at all. I have like a glass of wine here and there. It's Friday night, but during the week I don't ever drink. You gave up.
So she doesn't keep alcohol in the house, but she has a bottle of wine. Did she say she'll drink a bottle of wine? Is that not a lot to drink in the city? Well, that's correct. My friend's husband is an alcoholic and she drinks in the house. Oh, really, Christine? That's interesting. See, I wouldn't do it myself. Does seem to have genetic tendencies. So no, you would not have alcohol in the house, even Chinese cooking. If I had an alcoholic in my house, no, I wouldn't trust my alcohol being in the house. Well, that's right. That's what I would think. And it does seem to go from, well, the fact that both of his parents were alcoholics, yeah. But I thought she said that she was an alcoholic at one point too. But she hasn't mentioned that at all in this live. As I said, there's all these things that are said, and I'm going, now, has she said that? Because I'm sure I've heard that, or I'm sure I've read that. Because, I would think so too. I just, to me, it would be a very disrespectful. Does it seem to anyone else at this point in the video? Yes, I think so. This is a very complicated topic. I can help with education. Oh, cool. Great. Sarah loves donuts. That's a good idea. Look, we're always open for education. I'm happy for education. So I just ask questions. I don't know answers.
Drinking a year ago. Congratulations. You get drunk off a glass of wine. I haven't even finished mine yet. All right, you guys, it's late. My son gets up super early. Thank you for joining me. This has been fun. I'm sure, yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on where you're at and with what you're doing, but we talked about that too. I mean, I think the biggest thing you have to do is just be communicating. And like, if it were a problem for him, I would not have anything in this house at all. And we didn't for a very long time. When he was first quitting, like I quit with him for a very long time just to like support him.
Joe, you saw that on Twitter. Yep.
Have a good night, everyone.
There you go. So that was it. Right. What did I see on Twitter? I can't remember. Oh, yes. I see lots of stuff. I can't remember. Sometimes I struggle. What was it? So that was the rest of the live. So what were your feelings about that? A couple goals. I must thank your community for giving me the strength to do it, the knowledge to do it, and the willingness for you to do it. You guys have been so good and so friendly. I do. Pleasure, Jean. A pleasure. All right. So now we're going to go to Reddit. Okay. There is going to be a one that deals with loss, as I said. You and KJ should do a collaboration. You're perfect together. You ask questions, don't know all the answers, and she doesn't ask questions and knows all the answers. Of course. That would be funny. There is an Instagram about loss, about a miscarriage. As I said, I don't believe that it's her place to be even talking about it, but you can see she's been going after people with these loans. She said she even posted a video today. So this is all her tweets today on Family Day, by the way. So let's start. This, I think, was the first one. And I've taken a bit of exception to this one too. Jeffree Star returned to YouTube to say goodbye to his assistant and videographer. Since the video was boring, I cropped him out. The dogs were way more interesting. I've also added music so you don't have to listen. You're welcome. I really need to do that to her videos. Cut her out. Cut her out. So always give more understand. It's a very, very much a community challenge that individuals face alone. Yes, that's right. It's very important, isn't it? On Family Day, we take our families. Oh, of course we do. Right. So this was Jeffree Star's video, so she cut him out because she thought it was boring. And added music. So that's what she said. Let's have a listen. Just zoom in on Frida. Well, in fact, it looks like that's the same as her normal editing skills. So anyway. All right, so there's that one. So Micah and Jane Stuffer didn't just rehome their adopted son with special needs in February 2020. They also took out a 45K PPP loan. The family traveled to Bali in February. They own multiple luxury cars, $700,000 home, and Micah has dozens of sponsorships that they only list 2 employees, meaning James and Micah. The loan was granted before they announced they gave up their son. So no excuse. It says, how do you know about them going to Bali? There was a video. They posted it over social media last week. They took the baby with them. Maybe I can have a stream to help with. Yes, perfect. So everyone's like talking about that. But yeah, so she's got all the information here that they were approved, jobs retained. That was the rest of the live that she did on Friday. I can't help but think that she's jealous that she didn't take up the offer, and so she's spewing that she's missed out. She's spitting chips. Spitting chips. He was going to give me an Aussie slang word to fit into every stream. Somebody was, and then Jeffree Star received over $1 million in PPP loans for his cosmetics and merch business. Jeffree purchased a $14 million mansion in January 2020. He recently purchased a customized Rolls Royce at $650K. Jeffree Star's estimated net worth is $200 million. When did he take out the loan? May 2020, last April, before we knew anything. Did you see her post today, KJ's post today on without? No, she did it where she just narrated, didn't she? Really? Wow. It's a lie. So, as I said, custom computer programming services. Well, this is saying that there's 59 jobs. So he's got 59 employees, and this one is 21. Drugs and druggist sundry. So this is for beauty, obviously. And there's 21 jobs there. Anyway. All right. Well, he can afford to pay it back. Geez, jealous much. Not that I'm a Jeffree Star fan. You mean like they give you money, but then you have to pay it back? Yes, I know. It's a loan. Sadly, I think it is her pain and she doesn't know how to process, nor does she have the resources to help her. All right, so if you are triggered by loss, we just take this off. If you are triggered by loss, so we're going to deal with a miscarriage here. Just walk away now, and we will let you know when to come back. Okay, I just don't want anybody to be triggered by this. And as I said, I think it's not her place to share this. Or the way that she's done. It's not what she's done, it's how she's done it. She can report that they've suffered, that she had a miscarriage. You can report that. But I don't like the way that she's done it, as with most of what she does. And of course, there was no trigger warning. Yeah, it's jelly. She's jelly. Yep. Yeah, quite often say jelly. And there is no trigger warning on this either. And I have to say I reported this. So she's got here, Tori and Zach Roloff have not been posted in the past few weeks. Many of the fans were concerned, as Tori regularly engages with her fans. She announced today she suffered a miscarriage at 8 weeks gestation. Swipe left for the heartbreaking message. Our hearts go out to Tori, Zachary, Jackson and Lila as they navigate through this rough time. Now, somebody else says, I'm sorry for your loss. Is this a new trend now? So I don't feel that it's her job to report something. So this is the statement. Okay. But I don't think that this was the way to do it. And particularly when they announced it today. Like, there are some things you don't have to be, there's some things you don't have to be the first. But she's stalking their Instagrams, because that's come straight off her Instagram. That's come off straight off the Instagram. Like, anyway. It's tasteless, says Laura. It's not her blooming. Oh, exactly. James and Micah snagged 45 in bailout loan despite making $200K on YouTube. Checkmate. So this was the video she did today. She should have commented on her post and leave that at that, if any. Well, that's right. Or what? But it's all about the. This is interesting because there is a tweet that got deleted, which I have. Yeah. So it's hard because I think she genuinely needs support to process whatever it is that makes her unhappy. Can't turn off my emotion. Yeah, it's going to be hard, really. Ethan and Hila Klein of H3 Podcast and Teddy Fresh received a PPP loan of $368,000 in September 2019. They bought a $9 million home. His estimated net worth is $202 million. Ethan bragged about buying, leasing a Rolls Royce, estimated to cost over $500K just 2 weeks ago. PPP loans were meant for small businesses that could not meet payroll due to COVID. Unfortunately, lax guidelines meant that wealthy celebrities could take advantage whether they needed it or not. Over hundreds of thousands of small businesses have shut down permanently due to COVID, and many were unable to access the PPP loans because of the people like the Kleins. I am beyond disappointed in Ethan and Hila. Ethan was using his Twitter to give away $750 a day during lockdown, but needed the IRS to bail out his company. What gives? So, again, there's 20 jobs. But like someone said, well, they do dye all the clothes themselves. I could see maybe during COVID they had to shut down the part of it. You know? So proud of you for exposing these people and for not taking a loan yourself. So disappointed. Oh. All right. Can someone please tell me what I'm missing with Jeremy's post slightly, please? Well, we know. We told you what it was the other day. It was a bit of a reflection in the puddle. That's all right. You're going to see something. There's someone who had a miscarriage 2 months ago. I'm outraged. It's not only does she exploit mental illness, her son addiction. Now she's all over. She is. And as I said, it's not her announcement to make. Okay, these people have you told them I'm sure to take the loan. Well, that's right. Well, the other thing is that they may have lots of assets, but they may be cash poor. You can be asset rich and cash poor. And they may have needed to close their factory down or whatever it is they had to close down. Every time Ginger and Jeremy post, they are wearing something California related and posting touristy photos. Lately, I'm just beyond confused by these photos. I don't get it. Well, if you don't get it, don't repost them. Yeah, Vedandra, sorry for your loss. Yeah. Like, what? So what? They posted a picture of themselves. During her YouTube stream, someone posted about the PPPs and Joel Osteen, who's a pastor in Medjugorje Church. Because I like him. I met him. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So, they're in the same colour. They're wearing the same colour. Both wearing the same. They're wearing a similar mask. Like, I just don't know. Ginger Volo posted this photo today. I've seen shadows on faces before, but this looks like a bruise on her nose and across her eye. So now the PPP only has to be paid back if you make the next following year. How does she know that they received these loans? They granted. Yeah, I know Sarah loves donuts. Oh, dear. Look, now she's saying that Ginger's got a bruise on her nose. Someone says, probably an accident. She could have fallen over or tripped over a toy. True. Is Free Ginger an actual thing now? I don't know where this is from, but hats and masks make sense now. People have said for years about Ginger since she was 12. You fussy when the Duggars don't wear masks and you start drama when they do. Bipolar much? Yes, that's what she's implying, and I don't like it. So there's the theory that I'm posting these pictures because people create ridiculous story, so they post. Well, that's right. They probably are. That's what I'd do. I might talk about clutching at straws. There's a close-up of her face in another picture put up before this one on her account. There's no bruises. Why would you insinuate this? It's disgusting. I'm not insinuating anything. OMG, you are the one going to a place where I didn't even mention or imply. Why report on it then? Why is this reportable news? Why is a black eye a newsworthy story for you? Oh, dear. I think you're correct, Michelle. I think they'd feedback the following year. Yeah. Well, okay. So does anyone know why she's so worried about getting loans? Like, I think because she didn't take one. All right. Hello, New England Whispers. It's a mockery. If there really is DV, this is not how you advocate for victims, says Jessica. She likes so she says, here is a longer shot. You can tell it's bruised across her nose, above her eyebrow, and down her nose. Edit. No one is accusing anyone of DV. It's a bruise. Bruises can happen from illness, falls, allergies. Quit accusing me of playing. I've accused somebody when I haven't. Well, why post the picture? So that's an awful accusation to make about someone you don't know. What accusation did she make? I've read everything. I've read over everything. For the life of me, I can't work it out. Without a crystal ball. But why did you post this photo and make accusations? I didn't accuse Jeremy of anything. Show me the accusations. You posted a photo claiming she has a black eye. That in itself is an accusation. Yes, how dare she accuse Ginger of having a bruise? Why did she need to put it on Instagram? She did that on Twitter. This is Instagram. Yeah, well, you wait till you see her. You wait till you see her Twitter, Jean. You move forward. Yeah. Well, that's right, Susan. Correct. So if she had bruises from a suspicious nature, they wouldn't have deliberately put out a picture. I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't make much of it. I didn't say it was suspicious. What? But she's putting it on there and she's drawing attention to it. Like, why? Like, why? Why post it? She knew it would generate people talking. If someone puts up pics of my bruises from my ex, I'd be mortified. I would be too. This is a reach. It could be the lighting. It could be the shadow on her face. Oh, no, you can talk about whatever topic you like. I don't mind. But, yeah, I get you. Someone is using oxygen at the Volo's house. That photo, that looks like an oxygen tank. These photos were shared on Jeremy's story. Either that or it is at their church. So you can't tell me she's not stalking them. She doesn't have a business. She has a job. There's free money. But Katie, that's right. Like, why? So I saw a suggestion that they were visiting someone in a home, hence masks and sitting, and that would explain it. It's chocolate for me too. So but again, he shared it in his stories, and she's just making assumptions out of it again. Long shot of Jeremy and Ginger looking at their phones with the oxygen tank in the corner. I'd say they... Probably is. She did say she was lazy. That's a good point. Could be hydrogen and blowing up balloons. Maybe she got the bruises from wearing a mask. You see, oh, look, I'll show you. Because I have to wear a mask at night. If I take off my glasses, you can see there's a red mark across my nose here. And then if I put my glasses on, it covers it up. But, you know. Quick, call KJ. KJ, do a story on it. I'm going to go for a bit. The bruises have triggered me, not you guys, but just me being triggered. I'll catch you later. Have a lush day. All right. See you, Tracy. I'm sorry. I should have triggered. I'm sorry. I didn't put a warning on the trigger. I didn't do a trigger warning. I apologize. J-Lo and A-Rod have supposedly break up, but now they're working on things. Daily reminder that A-Rod cheated in baseball by using steroids, cheated on his ex-wife, and was known as a serial cheater. Jennifer Lopez is gorgeous, but her picker is off. What on earth does that mean? What does that mean? Oh. My son needs new glasses. Yeah, no, and it's no, it's okay. Oh no, sorry. No, it's I should have I should have realized. I know you're kidding. Yes, that's right. It is. So she says, but her picker is off. What does that mean? Oh, I haven't even shown you. Sorry. Hang on. Here. Sorry, I forgot to turn it back on. So this is J-Lo and A-Rod supposedly broke up, but now they are working on things. Daly reminded that A-Rod cheated in baseball by using steroids, cheated on his ex-wife, and is known as a serial cheater. Jennifer Lopez is gorgeous, but her picker is off. You're saying she got the word from Charlotte? So anyway, so this is all the stuff that she's Aussie friends have a random, totally off topic. How do you catch a kangaroo? I don't know. I've never caught one. I would not have an idea, and they're pretty fast. I would think that if they were going to catch them, they'd trank them. Her ability to choose a good man. Okay, thank you, Maria. This Baptist pastor from Missouri told his congregation that women need to stay attractive but not let themselves go and not look butch. He must have missed the mirror and didn't see his massive spare tire rolling out of his shirt. Maybe his gut falls to the floor and covers his small d, because no man with integrity would ever speak a woman this way. Stop using your Bible to degrade women. He's on leave now, for your information. I thought that too. I thought that she didn't announce she was getting divorced today. I love that post. Who was it about the bipolar comment? I don't know, Jean. I've tried to run a read down. It's hard. They're very quick, says Jessica. Don't try and... No, I wouldn't try and catch them. I know. That's why I watch Joe's Mods and all of you beautiful... Thank you, Vedrander. I live in ups... Oh, wow. They got loose. Wow. Okay. Trapping is better. Scare them towards the trap. Like for I'm raw, I thought my husband was when he asked if I saw a kangaroo outside. It's so Veranda over the toy shop. Oh dear. Anyway. So did Toad cheat on her? Why is all... I don't know why she's talking about cheating. I really don't know. I really don't know. So, OMG, Pastor Stuart Alan Clark justifies men being overweight because that's how men are. Then he goes on to say his wife used to be fat, but he made her lose weight so he wouldn't look at other women. I'm sure if he are a woman, it's her fault for wearing that dress, right? What? Sadly, all these beliefs are too common in the ultra-conservative Baptist churches. Small d men usually use the patriarchy to abuse women spiritually, emotionally, verbally, sexually, and physically. Sorry if you get triggered. Like there's so much triggering in here. Like, I don't know if you need to hear this, but you are beautiful. You don't need to have to lose weight to please anyone but yourself, and it is if what you want. You are not responsible for the abusive actions of your partners. So she does take cheap shots at people all the time. So did I see something about a dragon, Dom? I missed it. Sometimes it goes, I don't know where she gets all this from. Half. So that looks like, oh, and then we've got this one. Oh, no, there's another one there too. One of my longtime friends has posted it. Love you, Ash. I'll bring a shovel for both of us. So now she's admitting that she's just running her mouth off. No, always is active. So out loud, edges. Picture someone boxing gloves, boxing a kangaroo. Wait, is a pretty rude in the US. Best thing I've heard. Aboriginal people are often hunted by scaring them into a tight rock space with a net on the other side. They're too wily and quick. Yeah. People need to go to these people and let them know what she's doing. Says a Gramsci life. Seems to be triggered by everything, and she jumps from one topic to another. Sad. Oh, it's just bizarre. Hello, that Amber chick. She's just tried out for a class action, well, which is everybody at the moment. A frilled neck dragon, okay, and a frilled neck lizard. Wow. Hey, Gramsci life. Right. So there's that one, and there's one more. So this is an interesting one. So this is in response to Backwards Barbie's video. So some Google stuff. These accounts are insane. I have said this a million times, but these weirdos don't listen. My son is not currently on a waiver. Disability waivers are needs-based, not income-based, and parents have to pay a sliding fee for secondary supplementary insurance. We pay a premium for this because his out-of-pocket on primary is very high. Now, I need somebody to explain all of this to me, all right, because I have no idea. We are not committing fraud. MN TEFRA is supplemental insurance, and parents pay based on the sliding scale of their AGI. Our private insurance has paid for his nurses for 3+ years, not the state. Your continued calls to CPS will result in charges for false reporting. Who said anything about the CPS? Is she saying she's got more calls? Oxygen tanks are green. Okay. Like, trolls are now weirdos, Laura. Okay, find someone else to obsess over. Stop wasting the police and social workers' resources. CPS was already here because of you morons. They closed the case for a false report. We don't Dr. Hop. Our son has literally had the same doctors for years, literally since birth. I would give anything for him not to struggle with his health. And accusing me of abusing him stigmatizes all mothers of sick children. Stigmatizes all mothers of children with sick kids who already deal with so damn much. No, it doesn't. Only you. Yes, that's what we reckon healing believes. People would not talk about this if you didn't overshare constantly. She says, making it worse. Yes, that's right. No one needs to go on the CPS. You cannot call the CPS if you don't know the person in real life. Fact, look it up. Really? No stranger ever called, says Jay. That's interesting. Oh, this is how she's caught lies. Good night, Tracy. When you call the CPS for concern, they'll tell you must know the person in your life. That's why my theory is it's a nurse. That's my theory. My working theory has always been it's a mandatory report from a nurse. That's been my theory all along. Then she says, Dee, you are so strange. 3 years you have been accusing me of child abuse and nothing comes from it. Almost like you want to find something that isn't there. But now you have admitted that you are the ones making the false reports. We can finally report you to the police. Okay, bye. Yes, so several times, short period, kids. She might not be physical with son, but she comes off as a mental abuser, putting her son, and yes, she does. Frank, Joji, really? Well, I do, because I want to try and understand what she's saying here. So there's obviously 2 levels of insurance here. So anyway, so this one says 5-second build, and I found the rules, but a journalist like her can't because she knows everything. I called regarding her getting paid for watching her child. The government is aware of her making a lot of money on her channel, yet the state also provides a nurse. And someone else, this sounds like fraud. What else? There's another one here. It is, call on her. She clearly isn't the one caring for her kid. If anything, Toad is. But they still have nurses come out. So this is what. Is that how false reports work? Surely you don't personally report to the police. It means you choose bad people. If there is video, no one is convicted. Okay. My zoo, not my, yeah. So I don't know how all of this waiver stuff works. That's fine. But as I said, I have a feeling. Well, picker is off. Okay. See, yeah, we have picker off. Yeah. Okay, cool. She did say she wasn't going to pay attention to the negativity, and she's given that attention, correct. All right, so that is her Instagrams. Yeah, I mean, it just gives you the impression that she's obsessive. So here we go. So this was yesterday. So this was a couple of days ago. So that was the live that we just watched. So 0 days since someone asked for an edit button. She retweeted that. Jeffree Star returned to YouTube to say goodbye to his cameraman, but I fixed the video. His dog's adorable. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It's a video we watched when we said that that we needed to do a video of Sweetie and Frida and cut her out. So for those who've come in late today, we're celebrating 2 things. It's Dutch Spirit's birthday, and Jean has finally cancelled her memberships with a certain somebody, and is now she's joined the kingdom of the trolls. Mine's off. Yes, see ya. Half froze over. It's a school night. Yes, it is. I have uni too in the morning. All right. So then she's got the Micah Staffer and James, and then she's done a video on it. Now, this is interesting. She goes, for your information, reporting actually, she and her husband as well could be. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Well, oh, great. Why did that do that? All right. So she goes, FYI, reporting on PPP loans does not mean you are after someone. It's reporting. I'm not after anyone, thanks. You are reporting on facts. Also offering your negative opinion on the matter, including using hashtags with the word scammer in it. You are entitled to speak on the facts and then offer your opinion, but other people are entitled to a different opinion as well. Well, I'm not shocked I got blocked. Someone seriously can't handle any disagreements or constructive criticisms. Oh, but with this, it's, I know. Oh, okay. Yes. Troll Kingdom, we have badges, scratch and sniff stickers. Yes. Yay. And for those that Russia isn't China, China isn't Russia, members, I'm working on a wallpaper that's going to say Russia isn't China with a world map on it, but it's coming. It's going to take a while. So it's a double celebration. Right. Let's research. Let's research KJ and Toad's finances, including disability payments for their child. 2 adults getting paid to raise their kid, a full-time nurse, a teacher that comes to the house, free meds for a child that doesn't seem to require a full-time nurse. If only had contacts in Minnesota, shaming people for getting legitimate help while she and Toad bill the Minnesota taxpayers. Is she using the money to buy expensive makeup, Botox, lip injections? The lawsuit might just expose some of those misdeeds. Don't forget, that's the other thing, is that we've got Discovery coming up. It's not like they're spending on tons of groceries trying to stimulate her son's palate as she introduces various foods in any kind to have kind of effort to help him separate from the G-darn gastro feeding tube. Every mum I know did just that. So there you go. Yeah. I might have to actually go to our zoo one day and take a whole pile of video footage for you to show you. Like everywhere I go now, I go, no, she doesn't. Does she, Jennifer? Christoph fan always. Hey, Christoph fan. No, she doesn't. Does she? No way. How? How? Somebody tell me how. She does too. She does too. 140,000. Look, 140,000 subscribers. How? How is she getting 1,000 people subscribing a week? Because I want to know, because I want 1,000 subscribers a week too, by the way. Oh, well, we'll see how long they stay up there. Acting like a crazy fool, people want to see it. I'm telling you, she doesn't care how this. No. More subs, less engagement. 1,000 joined today. Wow. Hey, I was excited that I got 30. That I was sitting on 30 subs. Now I have to like. Wow. All right. Yes, that's 4,000 in the last 3 weeks, Peter. Does anyone else smell something? Anyone else smell a rat? Yeah, she lost a lot. So that's all right. There'll be a, oh, thank you to my subs. I'm at 140,000 for the second time or the third time or the fourth time. So here she is on Twitter. Hey, weirdos. We don't get money from the state for my son. Also, waivers in Minnesota income base and parents pay a fee. Our private insurer covers nursing. Stop calling the state and CPS. You people need a hobby. They're horrible. Dee is insane. She's been accusing me of abuse for 3 years. Stop reacting to the haters. You give their words life. By reacting, just stop. Well, that's right. She can't say that the lawsuit's affecting her business because you do smell the biggest pile of, yeah. Just insults and make up ridiculous stories about random photos and be nice. I couldn't do it, Frank. These people are allowed to lie about everything. Silence everyone because the rest of us should fear feeding them. People speak your truth, period, for everyone to read and evaluate. KJP knows she won't change these vicious people, but she can provide accurate information for the rest of us. Except most of the time her info is not accurate. Well, maybe she got a PPP loan, yeah. Oh, dear. Oh. 3 years. I thought it was 18 months. Oh, interesting, isn't it? I thought she was only on YouTube for 18 months. Well, hello, Mama Java. You got home from church? Nice. So, I mean, that was her Twitter today. But for somebody that says that they have family time, how many babies did she have, Dom? In the end, how many babies did we have? Do they need names? We can. Okay. So why does she keep telling her chosen villain of the day that she's bleeding subscribers and everything said in the yes, I know. That's right. She did say that, and I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, do we have boys or girls? Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can have names. Help you with names, Dom. How many accounts could you have? Oh. Okay. So you're not sure. All right. Now, this has all been deleted. There's a whole pile of stuff about a lawsuit. But it's interesting because all of that stuff disappeared. Funny that. Oh, well, we could do. Well, I tell you what, Dom, we've got Russia isn't China. You're worth more than your uterus. We've got troll. We've got Discovery will take forever, says Michelle. Yeah. Because I'm sure she deleted that there was a whole lot of stuff about a lawsuit that people did. Amber Discovery. She is. Oh, yeah. Yes. One called Wine. Yeah. It's just wild to me because I run IG and then I still get the engagement about 3K. Wow. Oh my God. Shit, I got Critical K as a suggestion to watch by YouTube. My Katie. Are we naming animals or Jeffree Star? No, we're naming Dom and this found a stray cat that's just given birth to some kittens, and there's 5. Yes, so we need 1 toad. We need Saltsy. CPS has to respond to a report if we make a report. Yeah. Okay. Dealt with many children, dealt with CPS, and I know the ins and outs. Cool. Call one Dave. Oh, Davo, Laura. Davo. Jazzy Jeff. Babs. You could have the whole Tuddy. Oh, you gotta have Tuddy. You gotta have Tuddy Westbrook. You could actually have the whole lawsuit in the kittens. I don't know where Rick is. I don't know. And Brownie, yeah. So there was so this is deleted, but the Reddit group Radical. So she says, I don't even know, Sam. I have no idea of the validity of the claim. Anyone can get sued. I hope this gets sorted out because lawsuits are stressful. As commentators, each of us should not gloat about others getting sued because any of us can be sued. That was my point in sharing. But weren't you gloating and filled with glee when Tardy got sued by Swanson? Well, that was until she sued you for spreading lies, of course. And of course, that tweet's no longer there. Tardy started this, Queen Levine. That's it, the lawsuit kittens. Yes, the lawsuit kittens. Star my Katie, not my Katie Tatiana mama. Jurisdiction. Knowing that the CPS visit may because is actually much more concerning than anything else I've seen. Well, if somebody suggested that the CPS will only take it seriously if you know the person, I said my working theory is that it's a nurse, because I can't think of who else. She says she doesn't have anyone else in the house. Leader of the pack should be Lorianne. So if she doesn't have anyone else in the house, and assuming that Toad hadn't done it, who else could it be? I just don't know. It has to be a nurse. My Katie, Saltsy, Super Chat, Tardy, and Dave. Oh, dear. Oh. All right. I note all the names down, so after I see if they're male, female, cool. The CPS rule might be. Well, it's just, I don't know. The lawsuit. It could be, really. I always hope we're wrong about her, but yeah. Our CPS folks. Well, will they? Yeah, see. I don't know. I hate to say this, but, well, maybe. Maybe he is. Or if it's a boy. Or if on the phone I can hear something, yeah. Defamation kitties. Maybe the nurse in the basement. Yeah, well, as I said, I don't know. And I really, yeah. It's that the more that it's taught, like the more that she goes on about it, the more I can't help but think that it had to have been that. Yeah, like if there's no one in the house, like if no one's at the house other than the nurses, I can't see who else it could be. Oh, you're a social worker, Sarah? Okay. What if it, well, that's right, but they haven't had any family members there, Laura. So the only person it could be is Toad. Defamation kitties. Yes. And we need an Aussie Q. Oh, yeah, we can do another of those. So this is interesting. 12 months ago, on the 11th of March, 2020, this is someone's written, this is 10 times more deadly than the flu, and no one knows anything about it. Also, our leader is a moron without a crystal ball. It's not 10 times more deadly when more people die of the flu. That Twitch Play-Doh player was reported in Australia for abusing his wife. Was that in Australia? The thing is, I wish I could keep them after 3 months ago. Yeah. Mine was 8 months. I got mine at 3 months, but I don't know how they ended up the vet. They had severe cat flu when I got mine, and then I had them, and they've moved on. That didn't age well, did it, Fernando? It did not age well. That did not age well. You'll like this, talking about jurisdiction. So somebody has designed this. This is they will make a report. Yeah. All right. So Dom and new. Yes. Right. This is called the jurisdiction palette. Can I make this bigger? So this is Jurisdiction by Natasha Denona. So we've got Seattle. We've got College Fund. We've got, is that Caveat? Oh, here we go. Caveat. We've got Mr. Brown, YouTube lawyer. We've got Pacer. We've got Bar Association. So would you like to wear some Mr. Brown or would you like to wear some YouTube lawyer? Then we've got Doe One, Queen Levine, Saltsy, 45-line paper, Michael, Dissent, Major Detractor, Class Act, Apology Tour. Is that Keen? Visceral, Dropbox, Juxtaposition, The Optics. I don't know her. Shut Up Creep Show. Can I be your lawyer? Motion to Preserve. Christmas Eve. Vintage Katie. And I'm quitting Twitter. So this is the jurisdiction palette. So there's a whole pile of that. You want to run the cat's out? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Dom could get kitty names from the palettes. He could do that. Yes. Let's have another look. So what's your favorite? Shut Up Creep Show? Yeah. Actually, that's quite a nice color, actually, the Shut Up Creep Show. I was looking at it and going, gee, that's actually nice. A really quick. Yeah. Shut Up Creep Show. Katie is still a goober. That didn't make it, obviously. They should have had a color called goober. Oh, anyway. There are people very, very clever out there that do this. Oh, Christmas Eve, sorry. Oh, please name one goober. I didn't do it, but yeah, goober needs to be there. Oh, I like Saltsy and Christmas Eve. Saltsy, where is he? Oh, yeah, that's a nice silver, isn't it? And Christmas Eve. They'd probably look good together, wouldn't they? I don't know her. Apology Tour. Oh, yes, here. Oh, yes. Apology Tour with Motion to Preserve. Nice. Maybe. Well, actually, Katie is buying, if she is buying subs, we'll find out in Discovery, because I have no doubt. Yeah. I have no doubt that Saltsy will want to know where all the subs have come from. And as I said, she's not being very bright, because her whole thing about the sanctions that they tried to put on Saltsy was because she was losing business. So she can't blame, like, if her subs are going up, she can't blame Saltsy. I mean, she's not thinking straight. She's lost the plot. You know, if you want to prove that you're losing business, you need to show it. However, Tati Westbrook has lost, some subs. She used to have 9 million subs and have 8.5 million now. So, she's actually losing stuff. Blocked, beautiful shade of green. Then she can write the pallets off as a business expense. Yes, going away gifts. Video. That, and you can't say her views are going up because no, and that's right. You are correct. Oh, I don't know what that is. Something's playing in the background. I didn't mean to do that. Right. Well, yes. Social and that's true. And that's what I say too. Well, it's interesting because I heard from the owners of the new owners of My Kitties, and they were under the bed last night, and I said, look, just put food out for them. They'll come out at night. And anyway, she texted me today to say, hey, do you see? Yes. Oh, no, I don't. Let me just grab it for. And then she said, oh, her boyfriend was just sent her a message to say that Cleveland had jumped up on the bed and was cuddling with him. So he's already, realized Cleveland likes his cuddles. I did watch it today. It was quite funny, actually. Hello, Ballistic. And Doobie's now got 116 subs. She started, I think, she's all right. This one's called, for those of you who haven't, the number 2 one is my favorite. All right. So this is called Katie Joy is definitely going to be a lonely boy after this case. Her BF Laurie Ann has had enough. All right, here we go. There you go. So that's the new video. So that was Doobie Hippie Chick, her video. It's her name, Doobie Pink Floyd Hippie Chick. So she did, didn't she? She did look constipated, didn't she? She really did. I think, and we've seen all the others over the last few days. So I saw my mother today because so she's been in hospital since Tuesday with her leg. They're trying to get the swelling down. So she was in a lot of pain today. She's been trying to stay off the stronger painkillers, but today she had to have the stronger painkillers. So Tuesday is the operation. She has a little bit of independence because they've now got a wheelchair that she can use, so she can take herself to the bathroom and she can take herself off to the shower. But she's got to get her cast or got to get the plastic put onto her car or her cast covered. But at this stage, yeah, so she had a fall and broke her ankle, and she's actually torn the ligament off the bone, like a ligament off the bone. So they've actually got to put it all back together. So hence why she's in hospital, because you've got to get the swelling down, and 2, she can't put any weight on it. So. And she's a person that has always, she's the first person to cook a meal for somebody that needs it. She's the first person to help out. And she keeps saying every year that she's going to slow down. And we sort of joked and said, well, you've said it every year. You've said it every year, Mum. So God's just gone. God's gone, well, I'm going to make sure you do it this year. But my dad says to her, because she was actually putting rubbish out in the bin, which is my dad's job. And Dad goes, well, that's what you get for doing my job. Next time you'll wait for me. There's just lots of joking going on. And Mum goes, well, I won't do his work again. But it's been interesting because Dad has had lots of health issues, and so now he's getting it from the other perspective and everything. So she's so she's just saying she's just in a lot of pain. So that's about all. Apparently we don't know who Ruse. Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere near the Ruse. Actually, there is some video. See if I can find it on YouTube. There was a man, he got attacked by a roo and he was in his backyard. Oh, look. No, I don't. My cats are adopted. They get so. Yeah, they that's where I get a lot of my. So whenever I go through something bad or something's happening bad in my life, I make jokes about it, and that's where I really get it from. A lot of it is like that, they will tell you they've got their set jobs to do, like my dad always does. Like my dad goes, oh, you've got to come home soon. I've nearly run out of shirts. But my dad does the ironing, but he doesn't, when he tells that story, he doesn't tell anybody that he does the ironing, but he always gets a laugh. Like when he's at the supermarket and the bag's heavy and he goes, oh, you better give that one to the wife. He makes all these jokes. Probably KJ will say that they're sexist. She wouldn't like them. But my dad does the ironing. Let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. All right. Oh. No, it's not here. But let's have a look at this one, because this one will tell you how vicious they do get. So this is from KJ's favorite news outlet. So
there's a rumble in the street.
Not that one.
Not 2 guys like that. 2 guys.
Look at that.
This. No wonder the man who shot this put it to music from the Nutcracker. That seemed to be where a lot of the kicks landed. 2 male kangaroos, boomers they're called, fighting for dominance or fun in a suburban setting north of Sydney, Australia. It's not so much like boxing, but rather ultimate fighting. Nat Geo Wow described it this way in its world.
So they get onto the back of their tails, and I mean, that's mild. That looks like mild, but they actually use their tails to balance on to get their to project in there to protect. See that? See, he's on his tail. It's really fascinating. He's on his tail. That's how they get there. So they get onto they stand on their tail and they use it to propel their back legs. Oh well, 31 cats. So watching, I mean, they're big reds. They look like they're big red kangaroos. We got attacked trying to save one from floodwaters during a flood. Vicious thing it was. Yeah, they are vicious. Yeah, so they look like they're reds, but I mean, usually you'd call them big reds, but they don't actually look that big. All right, everybody, I'm going to go now. The bad news is I won't be here tomorrow. I've got choir. Sorry, I'll be at choir tomorrow. So I'm going to have to – I might get back in time. It depends on how long it takes me to get home. But I'll post on my community tab as to what's happening. Otherwise, I'll try and get a video up to show during that time frame. I'll if I can get a video recorded, I'll put it up to go at the time that I would normally go live, and then I'll be back. So Monday nights I have choir, and that's the night that I'm really not available at the moment. So because choir, you know, we've only just gone back after COVID. So yeah, thank you everybody. So your Wednesday, no, your so operations on Tuesday. So it's your Monday, I think. Monday night. Your Monday night is when her surgery's on. So, all right. So as I said, I'll see what I can do. But thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody that became a member tonight. Thank you for everyone for your super chats. It's just I'm just so blown away. I'm still in shock over it. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everyone, and take care. Look after yourself, Tia. I hope you get better. Happy birthday, Dutch Spirit, if you've come back. Jean, congratulations and welcome to the dark side or the fun side. We're the fun side. We're the fun side. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. And, well, Jean, you can see how bad the trolls are, essentially. Okay. Anyway, have a great one, and I'll catch you later.